Buenos dias todos, this is Irv Spanish and I'm excited to bring you a new Minecraft lesson, a project that you can do at the end of this specific Spanish 1 unit. Now, it can be applied in any language and also it can work with any version of Minecraft. Though I'm showing you Minecraft EDU, the older version of it, you can use it with the new Minecraft Education Edition, or you can even use the Pocket version to be able to do a form of what I'm about to show you right here. So let's go ahead and take a quick look inside the game itself, and we have Senor Irvin here. We're going to go ahead and flip my perspective, and the first thing that students do is they will spawn and they will come up to different information blocks, information posts here. And what I have written here is basically the initial instructions that tells them what are they doing here. Well, they are and have been invited to the town of Casas Grandes, big houses, and what they're going to do in this town of Casas Grandes is help to be able to develop this town, to be able to construct different homes. And they're actually going to build 6 different homes. 5 of the homes are going to have descriptions in Espanol. Now, I added information blocks here. As you can see, there's some información en Espanol here, but you can go ahead and give them a Google Doc or some kind of office, just a handout, a piece of paper with some descriptions to the homes themselves. Now, we've been covering homes as far as in Espanol for the past few weeks. Let me go to show you the document that I'm going to provide also in the description below. And this project basically says that it's about a 4-week unit total, and the Minecraft EDU part is 3 to 5 days. We're actually going to end up taking about 6 days in my class, just because we have some time and it's going to be exciting, and I've added a couple of other elements as far as into the game itself. I have some essential outcomes here that you can go ahead and take a look at. You can change them to whatever fits your needs. I also have the specific assignments that the students completed within Schoology. So if you want to go ahead and join a specific group in Schoology, which we call Spanish sharing folders, and we basically share any types of things that we go ahead and come up with. I have all of the lesson plans and all of the assignments. You're more than welcome to it. Just send me an email and I'll go ahead and add you to our group, and then you can just take any of the things that you need. So the scenario is basically this. It says that you're going to spawn into a world and they are hired home contractors, and they're also an appraiser. So they're gonna build 6 homes, and then they're going to also appraise a home. Now the appraisal is interesting because they basically have a completed home and now they must describe what they actually see. They're appraising the house. What does it have? What does it have in front yard, backyard, inside the house, and all of those different types of items that we've been working on this entire time. And basically it says right here, you're going to collaborate with the group and you're going to go up to each one of these signposts as we see here, and you're going to figure out what kind of materials do I need in order to be able to build this house. Now if you see this description here, I'll read it out loud to you in English. It basically says this is the Elway family, okay? So a little football analogy there. And the house is medium sized. It has 2 floors. The house is orange and blue, of course, right? It has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, and a living room. And then it gives some descriptions about the garage, and also it says what's in front of the house and what's behind the house. The students then collaborate, talk to each other, and say, okay, what kind of materials do we actually need in order to be able to construct this house? Now the really cool part is that I added an area where I call El Mercado, the marketplace, and it says take whatever you need. And on one side we have some colores that we've been practicing on with. So we have the different colors in Espanol, and they can use those to make specific types of blocks or specific things to be able to match whatever they need. So if they needed blue construction blocks, for example, they would come over here and get some wool, some lana, and then be able to go, of course, get a mesa de trabajo, and then be able to make their own wool blocks that are blue and orange or whatever other colors they need. Now I've given them some other supplies that they can just pick up here, and all they need to do is click the button here. Let me go ahead and do that and see if it works. Yep, as you can see down there in my inventory, I now have some wool, some lana as it says up here, and we have it in our inventory. So they are able to take any of these supplies, but just to make it a little bit more interesting, there's also a store. It says La tienda de José, vendedor de muchas cosas. We have a couple of different vendedores here. Let's right click them and let's see what kind of items they have. They have all kinds of different supplies to be able to sell, and I've labeled everything in Espanol. They buy and sell different items. So for example, there's a little silla here, a mesa. There's some steak, some bistec, some sofás, different colors, estantes, libreros, to be able to go ahead and purchase. And then the vendedor over here, he sells all kinds of different lámparas, some estantes, and some unique kind of blocks. But he also buys things, like he will purchase a diamond from the students for 10 gold, so they can find out, oh, okay, I need to go get some diamonds or try to get some different supplies, maybe some redstone, in order to be able to sell some stuff to these guys. Right here we have coal, we have redstone, to be able to sell to these guys so that I can go ahead and purchase the items so that my customers are happy. So here's the house over here that they have to appraise. It's a house that I've already constructed and built, and then you right click on here and it says this house needs to be appraised. Take a look around the house, write down all of the details in Espanol, and submit your description into Schoology so that they can go ahead and do that also. And that's just another component as far as being able to see something and being able to go ahead and describe it in Espanol. Finally, what they have here is some teleport areas so that they can go ahead and different groups can go away from each other, Grupo Uno all the way to Grupo Seis, so that we have 6 different groups working at the same time, but they're not all clustered on top of each other. So one of the interesting things that I decided to do is, let me go ahead and grab some armor here, some armadura, and grab a sword, because out in the wild over here, we've also just included to make it more interesting, some NPCs, some non-playable characters. Now these NPCs are specifically hostile. They don't really like, as it says right here, let's read the description of what's going on here. Let me click here, and it basically says it says peligro, peligro, danger, right here. There's some angry neighbors. They're not happy that you're just going ahead and building in their areas and taking their supplies. There's some people that are angry. They're the mineros, the people in the mine, and then there's some people out in the forest over here, and there's lumberjacks and wolves. They're not happy that you're out there trying to take their supplies, and so they will meet some resistance from some hostile mobs here too, which just adds to the game element. Also, as far as in Minecraft, if you know the kids, they'll want to not just go ahead and read things and build stuff. They want some action también, because that's a part of the game-based learning also. So we're putting this in survival mode, and you have these guys, the leñadores, and I actually have it right now in creative mode, so they're not attacking me. But if I had it in survival mode, they would go after me. I might as well go ahead and show you that. So let's go ahead and take myself out of creative mode. And this guy should come up to me, yep, and he's going to start hitting me. I'm going to go ahead and put myself back in creative mode before he kills me here. And anyway, you have some hostile mobs. So I've created some different areas here for los estudiantes. We have 5 different things that they have to go ahead and read here. But the 6th one is interesting. I made the 6th one a link. And now this person didn't have the time to be able to go ahead and put in a written request. They decided to go ahead and just do a quick recording or a quick call on their cell phone. And so I made a video inside of YouTube that has this link, or is that this is linked to, and it's basically a description of Señor Piedra's house, and he's describing. So now they have to do a listening exercise also. So you can definitely do all of this stuff, okay, like all of the different things that I've created here inside of Minecraft EDU or Minecraft Education Edition. If you don't want the NPC part, you don't have to have it. If you don't want these information blocks, you don't even have to put those actually into the game itself, because you can provide just a piece of paper, hand out that piece of paper, papel, and then let them go ahead and do it. When my students, basically there's a competition también. Let's go and take a look at that. We have a little bit of a competition right here. It says final products. I want them, it says you'll be rewarded after successfully completing each home with these gold coins. So I'm going to actually reward them after they build one home. They get 10 pesos, 10 pesos cada uno, each one of them. And they have to submit a portfolio, basically a Google Slides PDF to each customer, to Señor Irvin, as they go through. And your goal is to make sure that your customers are happy. So they have to construct all the homes carefully, correctly, and with the following the instructions. After completing all of the homes, then I'm going to say, hey, you know what? I'm leaving it open. Now you guys build your own dream home in your area, either individually or as a group, and they can go ahead and go in there and have fun también. So again, this is at the end of our learning unit. You are more than welcome to all of the different materials. If you're interested in joining our Schoology group, which is Shared Spanish Resources, it's called, I have an access code to it. Just send me an email or send me a message on Twitter. I'll go ahead and provide that for you. I have all the information también aquí, all the information is here, so that it can connect all your stuff and you can get started with Minecraft EDU right away with this Casas Grandes unit. If you have any questions or anything else, let me know. Otherwise, if you like the video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel. Adios! Hasta la vista!